This is my response to discussion 6. There's been many instances where I've lived by my principles. I have several principles that I follow. However, one of the most deepest and important principles that I have and I live by is that I value hard work and determination to the end. No matter what I do, I always give it 100%, and I never stop until I reach my goal. Um, you know, at times it's hard to do my best when I see others not giving it their all. But, regardless, I always work hard and I never stop until I accomplish what I set out to do. This principle is something that I take very seriously and I hold close to my heart. I'll admit that I have suffered because of my persistence to finish things, and it's gotten in the way sometimes. For example, last month, my family went to one of my niece's birthday parties, and I really wanted to go, but I had a lot of homework that week. Once I explained to them that I couldn't go, they tried their best to convince me to go, and they said I could always finish my homework some other time. They also said if I didn't finish my homework, it wasn't the end of the world, and I had other time, and I could slack off a little bit, and it wouldn't hurt me. They also told me I was going to miss memories that I would never forget, and that really got to me because I really love my family, but, it's hardwired in my mind that I need to finish things. They made me feel like I was different for not going, and it kind of made me feel like the black sheep of the family in a way, because I was, choosing my homework over my family. And, while they made good points and I felt horrible about myself for not going, I tried to not let it affect me, but it was kind of hard not to, However, I knew what I was going to do, or I knew what I was going to do, and I was going to do it. This example of me sticking to my principles relates to the people of the Fruitlands because we both stayed true to our principles, even though sometimes it causes us trouble. I remember even Mrs. Hope saying, "This wild scheme has alienated nearly all we had." The people in the Fruitlands, they valued simplicity, and therefore they were seen as outcasts because they didn't use animal products, and they had to make everything themselves. So that's why they were viewed as different. And, however, one way that my experience differed from the people at Fruitlands was that they ultimately failed, and it was going to be hard for them to go back to society. In my experience, while I felt bad for not going, I knew that I would have other chances to spend time with my family. And since I knew my family would understand, it wasn't as hard for me to go back to normal, unlike the people of the Fruitlands. I think that the people of the Fruitlands and I share something big because we both lived by our principles. However, in the end, they failed, and this was the main difference because they failed and my experience came out with a positive result. I think the difference between why they failed and why I came out with a positive result is that people during their time were not as accepting as people are now. Thank you for watching.